Alright, so I have my design ready to go. I want to go ahead and print this on our laser engraver or the Glowforge that we have. So what am I supposed to do? As I've been talking to a lot of you about, all those directions are located on the how do I website over here. So if I go into machines, I have the Easel video that shows you how to download it. I also have the login information for the laser engraver too. So this video is going to basically show you how to use those two things. So a couple things I want you to look at before you go ahead and send it, and these are some common mistakes that students make. If you are making the box, one of the big mistakes here is when you're making this hole here on the laser engraver, so this is where my acrylic is going to go, I don't want to put that in as fill. What I'm going to want to do is I want to go on path, and I want to cut that all the way through. So basically that piece is going to fall out. On the laser engraver, you don't want to fill that. That just could make the laser run over the same point multiple times and cause issues. Notice my switch is going to go here. I want to also do the same thing with that. If I go on path and I go all the way through, I know that that's going to cut through. Okay. Something to also check before you send it to the laser engraver, if you are doing the box and the acrylic, keep in mind that with your shape, whatever your width is here, you're going to want to make sure that your acrylic's at the same length on your second sheet, which I'll go over in a second. And also the height is 0.125. That's 1/8 of an inch. So that's going to fit the acrylic in there, and then that way you can put some glue around the edge, and it should sit there pretty well. I think with this laser, I've noticed that this is even still a little bit loose, but I'm just going to go with the 0.125 right now. So when I go over to my acrylic piece, okay, notice a couple things that I need to have done. First of all, I have an outer part that I'm going to cut all the way through. So this, it looks like I want to score, or I'm going to engrave. This is where I'm going to cut it. These pieces of acrylic, these pieces of wood that we have, are much bigger than your project, so you need to have an outline of where you are going to cut that larger piece of wood or acrylic out. So here is where I'm cutting all the way through. Notice, like when on the piece of wood here, I have 12 by 12 by 0.125. My bit is 1/32 of an inch. I'm cutting out along these pieces right here. Okay, it's cutting all the way through. This wood is going to be left over for someone else to use. So you need to make sure that when you are doing your acrylic or your wood, that you have something that's cutting it out and you're not just engraving an image. Okay. The other thing with the acrylic, in this case, I had my box at a height of 1 inch. Okay, so 1 inch of my acrylic, you're not going to see. It's going to be in the box. So I'm leaving space down here to make sure that I have something that's in the box, and it's connected to the LEDs that are going to be sitting on at the bottom here. That way, this is going to go ahead and light up when I set everything up. Okay. So those are a couple things to look at. I feel like I'm ready to go. Keep in mind, if you want to, like, hey, I want to also decorate the sides, do that. Like, spend the time to decorate the whole thing. This is a laser. It's really precise. I can put smiley faces on the side. I could say, hey, not only do I want one, I want multiple, so I can copy and paste those. Oh, that's just a circle. But you get the idea. Okay, so decorate everything. Make it look good, because once you print it, that's what you're going to be working with. Okay, and make sure that you have everything set up, a place for a switch. Maybe if you are using the Arduino, you're going to need a hole in the side where the cord for the Arduino can go in. Okay, so I'm ready to download this and save my file. So I'm going to go to File, Download Zip. I'm going to do all work pieces because I have two work pieces down here. I have my box and I also have my acrylic piece. So I'm going to download my zip file. Okay, notice that this file is now down here at the bottom of my screen. Okay, it's over here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and click on that arrow. I'm going to show in folder, so I can go ahead and see where that is. So here's my downloads. It brings me to my download folder. This is a zip file. Okay, that's not going to help you very much right now. So I'm going to open that up. In here, I have the name of my file, And then I'm going to have workpiece 1 and 2. Workpiece 1 is going to be the box, and workpiece 2 is going to be my acrylic. So I'm going to start with the box. I'm going to go ahead and open that up. This is my design. Okay, this is what I need to get into the Glowforge. Okay, if it's going to be hard for you to find this,